Hey there. Um, are there things that you wish you knew before you had your gastric bypass surgery? Are there things that they didn't tell you? Are there things that you've learned now that you wish you would known beforehand? And would that have changed your decision to have surgery? Today, I'm going to be talking about five things that I wish I had known prior to my surgery. Not necessarily would I have made a different decision, but I want to talk about these things because sometimes we just need, I think, information. Be informed. Being able to make an informed decision is important. And that's why I wanted to talk about these things today so that you can make an informed decision if you're looking and trying to decide if you want to have the surgery or not. And also, I want to talk about these things and how these five things have shaped my life and how I have turned them around and made them into long-term success for me to keep my weight off. I am 5 years past my surgery date and I have been able to keep my weight off. So stay tuned. I'll be talking about five different things that can help you if you've had surgery, and five things that can help you make a decision if you want to have it or not. Okay. All right. For those of you that have not met me before, my name is Anna Olson. And like I said, I had gastric bypass surgery 5 years ago, just over 5 years ago, 5.5 now, I guess. And time goes by so fast. And I have been able to keep my weight off. And there's five different areas that I have implemented and put into, made changes in my life to make sure that I stay successful with my surgery. Okay. And with the weight loss, I lost a total of 125 pounds. So let's get right into it. So the first thing is they did not tell me that I would need to have a lifestyle change. I should say they talked about, different areas that you'll have to do differently in your life, but they really didn't talk about a lifestyle change. That was not really much of a discussion, as I recall. They talked about, yep, you need to eat protein, you need to eat vegetables, but they didn't really talk about a lifestyle change. And for me to be successful, I feel like I have had to do a lifestyle change because I realized after losing the weight and then starting to be able to, I mean, I've had times where I've had whole week of going back to the old lifestyle and eating the old habits, and my body can easily get used to it. But I'm going to gain all that weight back if I don't change my lifestyle. And so I've had to really think about that. So, what does it mean to change your lifestyle? What does that mean? Well, first of all, getting things out of your kitchen, the foods that got you fat, that got you to gain all the weight, those foods need to be out of your kitchen. That's a big one. That's a big one. That was the first one. Secondly, lifestyle change, drinking lots of water. And you're going to hear me talk about that throughout uh, any anytime I talk about my success with my gastric bypass surgery. I talk about drinking lots of water. They said to drink, 8 ounce glasses of water a day. Well, that's not enough. 8 times 8 is 64. A gallon is 128 ounces. That is what I drink today. Now, I would not suggest that you go right into it, say, yep, today I'm going to start drinking a gallon of water a day. That is not how I got there. I got there by increasing my ounces per day a little bit each day. And over time, I got to the point where I drink a gallon a day. So that's what I would recommend for you or recommend for anyone is if you're not used to drinking a gallon a day, don't start out by doing a whole gallon one day. So increase it little by little as you go along. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about that they did not talk about at all prior to my surgery is gut health. They didn't talk about gut health. They didn't talk about what it is, what it's going to take to, to be successful and to feel good after gastric bypass. Yeah, they talk about foods that you need to eat, but they didn't talk about taking anything for gut health. They didn't even talk about probiotics. I mean, and probiotics are talked about a lot these days, but they did not talk to me at all about probiotics. They said to take the vitamins that the doctor recommends, and gut health stuff was not in there at all. So, yeah, eat yogurt. Yogurt is good for gut health, absolutely. But there's such a deeper level of gut health that I've discovered that is so essential for me to be healthy and to have long-term success. I mean, your digestion has to be there. And I actually had my colonoscopy after when I think I was 51 or 52 when I had my first colonoscopy, and I came back with a clean, absolutely clean, no polyps, no nothing in my gut. And that's because I focused on gut health. Absolutely excited about that. All right, the next thing that they did not talk about is mental wellness. I was required to see a psychiatrist prior to my surgery. One appointment. Okay, so I went and saw this person, and as I understand it, her goal that day was to see if I was mentally stable enough to listen to the doctor's orders and take my meds or take my vitamins, not meds, but take my vitamins. I mean, one appointment. She did her job. She determined that I am stable enough that I would follow the doctor's orders and take my, eat the way that they told me, that they taught. I mean, when you first have surgery, you got to eat very slowly. You got to eat small amounts, all of those instructions to begin with. Am I mentally stable enough to follow those instructions? That was the goal as I understand it. Well, that is nothing for mental wellness. I mean, mental wellness to me means that I am feeling good about myself, even when I didn't lose anything this week. I mean, that those first couple months are so critical in knowing how to, in understanding that you may not lose weight every day, you may not lose weight in a week. You have times of stall, where you stall and you don't lose any weight, all of those things. If you can relate at all to what I'm talking about, if you've had the surgery, drop me a comment. Tell me what you're struggling with. Tell me what your struggles are. And if you have, that getting back to the mental wellness, feeling good about your journey to me, was 50% of the battle. Yep. Eating right, losing, exercising, drinking water, all those other things. But being mentally well was 50% of the battle, and is still 50% of the battle in keeping it off and being successful and long-term success with keeping the weight off. So it's absolutely crucial. And then the next thing, number 4, is exercise. I wanted to talk about exercise. What they talked about is, you need a daily exercise routine. Didn't really talk about finding what works for you and what doesn't. They quite frankly, you hear him talking about exercise, but I didn't really put anything together that I thought, well, this is going to work for me. They didn't give me anything to kind of work with. So, what I did after my surgery, I was about 6 months out. Well, at first, I went out walking. The day after surgery, even at the hospital, I was up and walking around. And I truly believe it helped me a lot to have less gas pain, to have less pain in my stomach. Yes, I had some pain. I had some pain in my shoulder. There was excess gas in there that was the body had to absorb. And that was painful. But after surgery, and I came home, walking was the best thing that I could do for myself. And at first, it was very, very hard to do that because, and I called the doctor and I said, why do I not have any strength? I have no strength. I am weak. I cannot. I tried go biking. I couldn't do it. Well, and of course, I tried different things. I tried and actually got to the point where I was running quite a bit. Today, my knees, I'm worried about my knees, so I don't want to do too much running, but I can walk. Walking has been a lifesaver for me. And what I did with the walking, you can either do it by yourself, but if you do it on a constant basis, consistent and focused type of walking, I'm not talking about power walking. I'm not talking about running. I'm talking about going out for a walk. I have a walking buddy, and we go walking every 5 days a week, 3 miles per day. And it has been amazing how that has actually kept me from gaining weight back. Okay. So it is crucial that you find something that you enjoy. Maybe it's doing exercises in your bedroom on a mat or whatever it is, but find something that you can be consistent with and do on a daily basis. That is the key here. It's walking for me, but it may not be for you. It may be something else for you. So find out whatever it is that you want to do and then do those things. And then finally, number 5 is supplements. You cannot get what your body cannot get what it needs from the food. Your body cannot get what it needs from the over-the-counter vitamins that the doctor recommended for me. I threw them out after a while. Yes, I did take them to begin with, and I followed everything that the doctor said up until 6 months or so. And then I decided to find my own supplements to supplement what I need. And it is absolutely crucial for my mental wellness, for my gut health, and for my daily vitamins that I take my supplements. And if you're wondering what supplements to take, then drop me a comment in the below, and I will connect with you. That has been a lifesaver for me. It's absolutely been a lifesaver for me. I take my supplements. I have energy. I have gut health. I have good digestion. I sleep better. It's just so many things in my life that are so much better since I'm on supplements because supplements are real food. Supplements are real food put together by scientists to help your body in different parts of your body, depending on the supplement you want to take. But if you don't know where to get started with supplements, then let me know in the comments. I will help you get started. But it's absolutely essential for long-term success. And they did not talk about supplements at all before my surgery. Actually, they recommended that you don't take anything other than these over-the-counter vitamins, which are so full of fillers. They made me sick. If I took my vitamins, I felt sick. And now that I take supplements, I don't feel sick at all. I feel great. I feel like it's helping me, and I actually feel different. I have more energy. I mean, if you can take a vitamin and you don't feel any different, then why are you taking it? Then why are you taking it? That was my experience. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things. So lifestyle, gut health, mental wellness, exercise daily, and supplements. Those are the 5 areas that I have that they did not talk to me about. And I have implemented into my life to have this long-term success of keeping my weight down. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments, what are you struggling with today? And I will connect with you to see if I can help you be successful with your weight loss surgery. All right, so there you have it, another episode of Anna Olson TV. Remember to share this video with anyone you know that it could help. And also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my weekly videos.